the model that we're trying to follow is we want to create projects that create artifacts or outcomes or reports or might be workshops. But the project teams will find a problem, explore the problem, create a solution for it, and that is supposed to go out into the world and help the world. And we hope, so what we're trying to do is when we do our research of the industry and we see some of the pain points and the challenges, the strategy is that the projects should address those things that we find. And in turn, so that's like to the larger community, you know, putting work out there and sharing those things. However, the other thing that we have initiated recently was the volunteer program that we run. And that was, we also saw a problem from the research. Well, the whole problem was that we can't do any of these things if we don't have the people to do them for us. Like, look at this research report. It took us 8 months. You know, so we didn't have enough people. And for the volunteer program, what we did to start it actually was I sat down with the 6 women who were helping the organization at that time and had been for a year or two, some longer. And we looked at understanding what had attracted them to the organization in the first place. Why were they still there? What were the things that they think could persuade them to leave? So I looked at why were they volunteering? I mean, I know why I'm doing it, but I was like, why are you guys doing this? And why are you doing it so well as well? And so using that understanding of what they needed from the organization and what they were getting has allowed us to create this volunteer structure that mirrors that. And so, I mean, we have a volunteer cycle starting in May, and at that point we should be a group of about 20 women. And the volunteers, although they're doing work, you know, sometimes to do for the organization or for the community, we put them in projects that where they need to learn about. So if somebody is, so I'm thinking there's a woman in particular who's joining us this cycle who's looking to be a design lead, and that's like the next role she wants to work towards. And so she's going to lead one of my project teams now, and that will be her first time doing it. It's with guidance, right? So it's with my guidance as well. And she gets to do it. And if she sinks, she sinks. If she swims, she swims. Yeah. And we talk about the lessons afterwards. And so we're really thinking about, for each of these volunteers that are coming here, why are they here? And what can we help them achieve? And for example, one thing that we're really lacking at is social media. Like, we're so bad at our social media. I mean, you're probably going to ask me for our links later and I'll give them to you, but it's like sometimes we talk about stuff there. But in all of my volunteer cycles leading up until now, I haven't really come across anyone who I think would first of all benefit from that work or be passionate about it enough to stay motivated to stay in the volunteer program. So we're struggling a bit, obviously, with no social media, but it hasn't suited anyone yet.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Hopefully,
so we won't do it.
Hopefully someone listening, if you enjoy social media, you know who to speak to.